have anything to trade. Here we go. So it'll be a big trade.
Yeah, it'll be a mega trade. You can do like three-way trades where you just pass around.
We're gonna get into those kind of shenanigans.
No, I love shenanigans that prolong the game and give me a chance to win. I'm pro
I'm gonna
shenanigans.
give you 2 for 1 and he's gonna give you a 2 for 1.
If you don't give me 3 cards, he's not going to end up with that ore.
No, we can do this trade.
No, we can't.
No, it works out.
That's
But you
not
have to
technically legal.
you have to legally do this.
That's the end result, which is
Yeah,
why
it's
I
the
don't
end
like
result,
these
but it's
shenanigans, and I think
legal.
that they're really
It's
shady and
legal.
unethical.
Today we'll be explaining and breaking down the attempt at a trade that was called shady, unethical, and illegal at the 2021 US Catan National Championship. Now to start off, let's first just jump back to the basics of Catan and focus on the definition and limitations of what a trade truly is. For this specific situation, we want to focus on these 3 points here, but let's see these in action to explain it a bit more. You may trade with another player between your turns, but only if that is the player's turn and they elect to trade with you. This is just a fancy way of saying you can't trade with someone if it's neither of y'all's turns. So in this situation here, you see Katie has a dice, it's her turn. Caleb and Bo cannot perform a trade here. That is illegal. It is not their turn. Next bullet, you may not give away cards. So in this situation, Bo cannot just give Katie a wood. That is illegal. That is not within the spirit of the game of Catan. Lastly, you may not trade like resources. So in this situation, Bo cannot give Katie a wood and an ore and get a wood back. This is just another way of basically giving away a free card. And again, not in the spirit of Catan. But now let's look at what actually happened in this situation. It is Katie's turn. She rolled a 7. So that means she discarded half her hand, moved the robber, and stole a sheep from Mary. So now her hand is currently a road and a settlement. But as you saw before, Mary has 3 roads pointing to the 9-5, which she intends to settle on to get to 8 points. So it is the table's mission for Katie's turn to try to get her a road settle onto the 9-5 to block off that settle spot. The thing is, can this be done? Is this possible? How can Katie basically just get a wood and a brick out of thin air without having any other cards to trade? Do you see how? Go ahead and pause the video right here. Take a few minutes, seconds, try to figure it out on your own. Alright, well what could happen here, one possible situation is that Caleb could trade his ore and brick to Katie for a sheep. Then Katie could trade this ore to Bo for a wood and a sheep. Now Katie will have 2 roads and a settlement, which she can use to build onto that 9-5 to block Mary. Mission accomplished, right? Well, the trade still has to keep going. The next turn, now that Katie passed the dice to Bo, Bo will roll, do his turn, but he needs to trade an ore to Caleb for that sheep. However, this part of the deal is in the future and is technically unbinding. In other words, that means there's nothing in the rules that says Bo has to do this part of the trade. He could say nope to Caleb, and there's nothing Caleb could do about it, which is a big reason why many players aren't fans of these types of deals. I mean, who can you really trust within the game of Catan? But let's take a look back and see what really happened here. So across 2 turns, Bo and Caleb were able to net a road to Katie to stop someone in the lead. Now, is this legal? Can this even happen? Well, let's take a look at the 3 bullets. First off, right off the bat, we know the same resource was definitely not going back and forth within Katie's turn and not back and forth within Bo's turn. Now, the first bullet. Well, that's easy. We made sure that Bo traded on his turn, Katie traded on her turn. And then this one in the middle, you may not give away free cards. This is the big question mark. This is where all the controversy really comes from. At the end of the day, Bo and Caleb did net a free card to Katie, and that was their intention. But is this okay if it's across multiple turns? At the end of the day, it might be hard to enforce a rule like this. But let's see how they tackled it at the national championship game.
Is it legal?
If you're doing multiple turns in the same, that in effect gives away a resource for free, you cannot do that. That's
Oh,
why
really?
was
I thought-
scared of Catan.
Doesn't mean
I thought
you
there
can
was
still do
a
it.
ruling where
you throw in an extra card.
But maybe he doesn't want to lose that brick that he just pointed out he's
You're actually not allowed to talk to him. You're supposed to talk to me on my turn.
I mean,
There's officially a 3-minute cap on this turn.
okay, sure. I'll throw it.
And then I have a sheep and I get rid of these.
Yeah, that's the way it would work. I understand.
I can give you an aura in the future, non-binding, whatever.
So that's about when it's worth it for you.
I'll give you a
And,
future non.
It is a powerful spot for her to
Yeah.
have.
Now we're getting into the realm of
think
future
that's
trades,
true.
which nobody
It's not really
likes.
helping you that much.
Well, I mean, there's clear reasons not to like them. They don't have to do them.
Do a non-binding.
So I will just do what I can do then, which is build a different road and settlement. That's all I can do.
It's up to you. Like, we're gonna lose the game if she gets that spot. Like, doesn't matter. Like, I'm giving up 2 cards. You're losing 0 cards. Alright, good game, guys.
See, I told you.
Bo just says good game right here. There's a
Well,
4.
but we didn't count
And
them.
that's 1 wheat, and that is the end.
So what are y'all's thoughts? Do you think this should be allowed? Do you like it? Would you be okay if other people did it? Please leave a comment below and let me know your opinions. Do you think that this is within the spirit of Catan? I want to say congratulations again to Bo and the other 3 competitors. That was a great game. It was fun to watch and analyze. And okay, fine, I will share my own personal opinion. I do really like these trades. I think the future non-binding trades, getting 3 people involved to stop someone in the lead and slow them down, is really fun and great for the game. I think pushing the boundaries of Catan and being very creative can set apart some of the very skillful players with some of the casual players, and it's something I'm looking forward to learning and seeing more going forward. That is, however, unless you start trying to do it to stop me, because then you can just go fuck.